All right, so today we're diving into something totally new.
A brand new musical genre, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's called RitmoSoul.
And from the looks of this website, TATANKA.site, it's not just music, it's a whole movement.
Yeah, you know, what's interesting about RitmoSoul is that it seems like a response to, that global feeling that things are a little bit too divided,
Yeah.
and they're trying to bridge those gaps with music.
Okay, I love that idea, but how would you even describe it?
Like, what does it sound like?
Okay, so imagine like soulful R&B vocals,
Uh-huh.
but layered over, those infectious reggaeton beats.
Okay.
And then on top of that, you sprinkle in global influences from all over the place.
Wait, so we're talking more than just like two genres blended together? It's like pulling from everywhere.
Exactly. And this organization, Tatanka, they're really pushing for this global musical buffet. That's where these subgenres come in.
Okay.
They've got Tropicalismo, Soul Saber, Global Fuego.
Okay, I'm already in.
Tropicalismo alone has me ready to book a flight.
But what do those names even mean?
Like, what is Tropicalismo?
So picture like sun-drenched Afro-Caribbean vibes,
Yeah.
lots of percussion, those vibrant horns. And then they're mixing languages in the lyrics, too.
Oh, wow.
Portuguese, Spanish,
Whoa.
and even Haitian Creole.
Wow, a whole linguistic jam session happening.
That's amazing.
Okay, what about Soul Saber?
That name is really calling to me.
So Soul Saber is all about smooth R&B vocals, but it's infused with distinct Latin American rhythms. And of course, bringing in the energy of reggaeton.
Okay.
We're talking a fusion of Spanish, maybe some Portuguese or French Creole woven in.
I never knew I needed R&B and Latin rhythms together until right now.
This is incredible. Okay, Global Fuego, that name.
I don't even know.
That's the headliner.
Yeah.
If Tropicalismo is the beach party and Soul Saber is the club night, Global Fuego is the World Music Festival headliner.
Okay.
So think instruments from the Middle East, instruments from Africa, the Arabic ode, various African drums all layered over modern beats. And then again, that language combination. They were talking about Arabic and Hindi with Swahili.
My mind is blown.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
It's like I can travel the world just by listening to music.
And it really speaks to a larger trend.
This urge to break down borders and create something truly global.
Totally.
It's an exciting time for music.
Yeah. So who are the artists? Who are the people behind this?
They've got artists from all over the world.
We're talking Brazilian superstars,
Mm-hmm.
Mexican vocal powerhouses.
Okay.
They even have an Egyptian oud player
Wow.
who's really pushing the boundaries of the instrument.
That's amazing. So how did they even get this all together?
Was it like late night calls across continents?
Sending sheet music by carrier pigeon.
Okay, so get this. AI played a huge role in crafting this sound.
Wait, AI is writing the music?
Okay, I know we've talked about AI art before,
Mm.
but music just feels different.
How does that even work?
So think of AI like a super-powered instrument.
Okay.
The human artists provide the vision, and the AI helps them explore possibilities they might not have thought of.
So it's more of a collaboration than a
Yes.
takeover.
And they are very clear about that on the website.
Okay.
So for example, the AI might be able to blend a traditional reggaeton rhythm
Mm-hmm.
with like a West African percussion pattern,
Right.
but it's still the human artists that are shaping it into an actual song,
Okay.
giving it the feeling and the soul.
That makes me feel a lot better.
So it's like the AI is like a sous chef prepping and experimenting.
But the human is still the head chef calling all the shots.
Perfect analogy.
And what's really cool is that AI wasn't just used for the music.
What?
It was used to help write lyrics in tons of different languages.
No way. How many languages are we talking about?
Everything from Spanish and Portuguese
Yeah.
to lesser-known dialects like Basque and Aragonese.
Wow.
It's crazy
And a whole other level.
of linguistic fusion.
Exactly. And you know what's really cool is even if you don't understand all the languages,
Right.
the feeling still comes through.
Yeah.
The themes of love and longing and connection.
Totally.
It's like the superpower of music,
Okay, so what are the songs actually about?
What kinds of stories are they telling?
Yeah, so a lot of what they've released so far seems to be about love and romance, but in a way that's really specific to each culture. Like, for example, they have this one song in Spanish, Mi corazón late con alegría,
Okay.
and it paints this really vivid picture of a love story happening on the beaches of Tamarindo in Costa Rica.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's like a vacation fling with like a soulful soundtrack.
Exactly.
What other songs did they tease?
Okay, so there's another one, Mi Corazón Late con Duende.
Okay.
And this one's all about Andalusia in Spain.
Okay.
Flamenco rhythms, lyrics about passion and longing. They even mentioned Seville's plazas and the Alhambra in Granada.
Wow.
They're really taking us there.
Right, and it's not just those big iconic locations either.
Yeah.
They have Mi Corazón Late con la Tierra, which captures the spirit of the Andes Mountains.
Nice.
The lyrics are in Andean Spanish, and they even mention Machu Picchu.
Oh, wow.
Musically, you can just picture those pan flutes and charangos.
I love that.
It's like they're creating these musical portals to different parts of the world.
Exactly.
And even the Basque song, 𝗧𝗔𝗧𝗔𝗓𝗪, even though I can't understand a word of it, the feeling is so clear.
Right.
Like, music really is a universal language.
It really is.
Ah.
And it makes you think,
Yeah.
could RitmoSoul actually break down cultural barriers in a way that maybe other music hasn't been able to?
That's a really interesting thought.
It's like it has this whole other layer to it.
Right.
It's more than just the music itself.
Exactly. So
Right.
before we go too far down that rabbit hole,
Yeah.
let's bring it back to the AI for a sec.
Right.
It's easy to get so caught up in the creativity of it all that we forget there's this whole other layer. Like, we're enjoying the meal, but we forgot there's a robot chef in the kitchen.
Exactly.
But seriously,
Yeah.
what does it mean for music?
That AI is playing such a big role in creating this whole new genre.
Right.
It's a big question.
It is.
And it's something people are still trying to figure out.
Sure.
I mean, we've seen AI generate music before,
Right.
but this feels different.
Yeah.
It's not just about copying old styles. It's about using AI as a tool to create something totally new.
It's like they took all these different ingredients.
The musical traditions,
Yeah.
the languages, even the AI. And they just threw it all in a pot to see what would happen.
And what came out is something that's both familiar and completely new.
Yeah.
It's definitely making us rethink genre and cultural boundaries, and even what it means to be a musician these days. It's like they hit refresh on the whole music scene. Speaking of refreshing.
Do you remember that comet from the 70s?
Which one?
Comet 𝗑ᗕᗕ𝗓?
Oh, yeah, vaguely. Okay.
What about it?
Well, TATANKA also released an AI-generated track, and they named it 𝗬tek.
Oh, wow. That's kind of amazing marketing, actually, tying a celestial event to this whole idea of bridging distances.
Right. It makes you wonder if there's a bigger message there. Like, if a comet can travel across space, maybe music can bridge the gaps between us here on Earth.
It's a beautiful thought.
It is.
Okay, before we get too lost in space, there's one more thing on this website we need to talk about.
Okay.
And this one might be the most intriguing connection yet.
Okay.
Burning Man.
Wait, Burning Man?
Yeah.
The festival in the desert? What does that have to do with RitmoSoul?
I know, right?
They have a whole section about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Let's hear it.
So I'm looking at this Burning Man section.
And at first I thought...
It was, okay, this is just like a festival experience kind of thing.
Yeah.
But...
something tells me there's more to it.
Yeah, you're right. They're really intentional about aligning themselves with Burning Man's principles.
Okay.
You know, radical inclusion, gifting, self-reliance, all those things that Burning Man is about. It really resonates with RitmoSoul's message.
So it's less about, like, throwing a party.
And more about tapping into that Burning Man spirit.
Exactly.
Okay.
But where does the AI come in?
It's not like they're bringing robots to the desert or knowing Burning Man they might be.
True.
But in this case, I think the AI connection is more about shared values. Both Burning Man and TATANKA really emphasize self-reliance and using tech as a tool to empower people.
So less about AI replacing us.
And more about AI helping us unlock new levels of creativity.
Exactly.
Wow.
And I think that's really powerful.
Yeah.
Especially these days when everyone's a little afraid of technology.
Yeah, for sure.
RitmoSoul is showing us that AI can be a good thing, a way to connect and build a better future.
I love that.
Okay, so we covered a lot today.
We did.
We talked about subgenres and languages and
AI.
Burning Man.
It's clear that RitmoSoul is...
more than just a new genre.
It really is.
There's a whole movement.
It's a whole thing. And I think that's what's so cool about it. It's not just about listening to music.
Right.
It's about engaging with these bigger questions about culture and technology and what it even means to be human right now.
Exactly. It's like they're giving us this whole new way to see the world.
Yeah.
A lens that's, you know...
vibrant and inclusive and full of possibility.
I like that.
So to everyone listening...
think about this.
What musical worlds would you explore?
If you could break free from all the rules,
Ooh, I like
what
that.
sonic landscapes would you create?
Maybe your experiment will be the next big thing,
Exactly.
bringing people together.
And sparking joy across the globe.
There you go.
And on that note, we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.
Into the latest trends shaping our world.